Hello and welcome back to Surviving Mars. So in the last episode the colony was hit by several meteors and also another set of missiles. But the laser defense system that I built defended the colony quite well. I lost some solar panels, I lost some buildings over there. All fine, all is well. However, the last war mystery is also sending me a lot of refugees that I'm trying to integrate into the colony, and we should be able to do so. But we need to expand the colony a bit, and so we're going to do this in this episode. But first, I am currently losing power, although it's daytime. That's because I didn't activate the solar panel, so that's something I'm going to do now. Completely forgot about those. Need to be a bit careful because they are all broken. Actually going to remove all of them. Okay, so the colony is now producing way too much power actually. But there's something I noticed when I was cutting the footage. For whatever reason, this telescope is building up maintenance. I don't know, maybe there was a dust devil or something here, because this wind turbine is also destroyed. And it shouldn't happen because there's a scrubber here, but I'm going to turn all the shifts on for this one now so that the telescope's being cleaned. We're still producing too much power. I can only store 400 if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to turn off some solar panels. This rare metal extractor was finished. That's good. I'm going to upgrade this, and then it's going to use some power again. So turn on the solar panels again. Okay, so we need to extend the colony, and last episode I said that maybe I should build larger domes. Mainly the medium dome or the trigon dome to reach both these vistas, because the normal dome can't. However, I thought about this for a bit, and the trigon dome's actually able to reach both the vistas, but normal basic dome will have the technology of dome bioscaping. So a basic dome has already 10 more comfort anyways. So a basic dome that reaches one vista is as good as one trigon dome reaching both vistas. Same for the medium dome. Building one trigon dome would allow me to place maybe 7 or 8, I think it's 7 apartments. Of course, with the downside that one security station is not enough, so I would need 2 security stations, which would still be fine, I guess. However, the advantage of building 2 basic domes is that I could build one dome here, like maybe like so, and then I can build one dome here, like so, and then I could add another microdome in between for services, much like this layout over here. And then I could build, that's the advantage of using 2 domes, 2 basic domes, is that I could build spires. So I can have 1 spire in a trigon dome, and I can have 1 spire in a medium dome, but I could have 2 spires in a basic dome. I could have 2 spires in 2 basic domes, and that actually makes a lot of sense, to be honest. I didn't build a single spire yet, but what I should do is get the network here, and I want to research. No, I finished the researching, I'm pretty certain at least. Yeah, I got the water reclamation system, which is okay-ish, I guess. They're usually used in a farming dome. I don't really need them because I'm not struggling for water, but I could build a sanatorium and finally get rid of some unwanted traits, some flaws like loner or whiner is not a big deal, but loner kinda is, and also gambler. Lazy, I think I can remove. So that's actually, all in all, maybe the better option, although of course I would like to have some variety in domes at some point, and researching low-G engineering only takes me 13 hours, so that's not really a concern here. However, I'm going to build 2 smaller domes, then I can build 1 farm maybe, then I can still have 6 or 7 apartments, and that should be enough, or is enough, to house all these 100 refugees. So what I need to do for this is, first of all, I need a lot of concrete over here, but that's easily gathered from over here with this transport. I need some metal. Luckily it's not too much. That's good, but what I really need is, I need this RC commander to bring the resources into the domes. And before I'm going to bring the concrete over, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this rocket with fuel and rare metals so it can go back to Earth. Because I don't really know the mechanics of those. I don't know if this is just... So this is the third one, but I don't know if there will be only 3 or if the faster I send them, the faster rockets come to me. So we'll find out. I'm going to check if this layout actually made sense because there's no heaters yet and stuff, but it's the general idea. Battery says still low storage, but we're good. I could also consider building another fusion reactor with eternal fusion. I'm not going to build another one here because what I didn't consider is that these people in here, they're probably going to be a lot of refugees because all the seniors are moved here, refugees or not, and there's no security station. So there's a high chance. They already destroyed one building. There's a high chance that they will blow up more buildings. And I don't know if they could target the excavator or target the fusion reactor, but it's not really something I want to see. And I don't know the exact mechanic, to be honest. Okay, this rocket is on its way, that's perfect. The RC transport can bring metal over here to the new domes. And the RC commander that was just loading the rocket can come over here and then build those domes. That's probably a smart idea, but I need to figure out what I should do with these domes, how I should set them up in terms of heating and rubbering. Okay, so I think I'm fine with this layout. So there's a heater and scrubber here. These 2 domes are now placed. You notice that this heater is a bit further out than usually, so I have to increase this heater's range by 1 more than what I did before, but the difference is only 2.7 units of force, sorry. Basically nothing at this point in the game, so I'm fine with that. But it allows me to have more buildings in between here. So for example, I can have a water tank like so, and I can probably build a Moxie somewhere here as well. It should be connected to the power grid. It's not if I build it here. That's fine, and then I can build another moisture evaporator here, and then all I need is the pipe connection like this, and then I can also have another moisture evaporator here, which should not, they're not in range of each other, but they're both in heating range, they're both in scrubber range, it's perfect. And then I can have this dome maybe a bit further out, or maybe I put it a bit closer again, so that this scrubber can scrubber the scrubber that scrubbers this dome. Perfectly normal sentence, I guess. Okay, so that's the layout I'm going to use without this solar panel here. This solar panel would be a scrubber like so, and this scrubber is in range of this scrubber, and then this dome is in range of this scrubber as well, so no maintenance for anything. That's very good. Then I can connect all this together. Okay, yeah, what I definitely need is another drone up here. It's a bit difficult to see where the gray areas are because of the cold wave. It would be very helpful if that would be in purple or something. So something else on my wish list for the relaunch. There should be like a hotkey or option to change this, or it should change by default during a cold wave so you can actually see what you're doing. Or maybe just on cold ground, because if there's permafrost on the map, which is over here, this should also change. It would be very helpful. Okay, anyways, these things are going up here now, so that's perfect. This one is bringing some metal. They put a metal into these buildings. That's not good. That's not what I wanted. They built the pipes, which is fine, but I want them to build the domes first. Don't build this Moxie. Oh, I seriously put stuff everywhere except for the domes. Why? I placed them down last, I guess. I placed this one down last. We're storing a lot of food now, so that's very good. I will not have issues to feed all those new colonists, so great.
Research complete.
That's very good. Overcharged applications increases this amplify and all other amplifier technologies. This large dumping site is actually a problem because these drones here, they're bringing the waste rock from the excavator to this site. So that's why they're having A lot more work right now.
Research complete.
Yeah, there's low G engineering. Now we can check the Trigon Dome. Yeah, so it would fit both. The medium dome would not. And the Trigon Dome, oops, the Trigon Dome actually has space for one spiral, but only one. There's two. I also need polymer here. And then I need to fill this place with buildings. Okay, cold wave's over. I just turned off all the heaters. I don't need to waste my water outside of a cold wave. I do have more than enough power now, so I can turn off. A lot of solar panels in a second. I don't know what I'm going to build in this dome, but generally speaking, because there's a lot of metal that can be mined here, and because of nano refinement, it can be mined forever. I can build a machine part factory here, actually a larger one, and produce machine parts forever, basically. Same applies, at least to a certain degree, for the rare metals here, because there's rare metals and here's rare metals. So you could also consider building a large electronics factory here. Haven't decided yet. So this deficit ran out, but this rare metal extractor is still producing 2.2 per day. That's still a lot. Okay, the refugee rocket also reached Mars, but I'm not going to land it now. I got 5 souls to bring some polymer, because those buildings need polymer too. Actually quite a lot of polymer. Okay, now we're producing a lot of power, 844. 840. Oh, that's wrong. That was wrong. These are all in scrubber range. 240 power. Not that much, but it's probably enough. For now, I'll have to see how much I need during the night. This building was completely cleaned. That's perfect. I'm going to reduce the shifts now and then see if what happened here actually. But I think that one scrubber should be enough. Drop all your polymer here. We need more concrete. No, we don't. We need more metal. That's interesting. More concrete for those buildings though. Okay, I want to connect those two domes, and because I placed this building here, it's a bit more of a problem. What I can do, and how I'm probably going to like it most, although it's going to look kind of weird to go do it like this. And I can have another oxygen tank here, which is probably a good idea. Okay, this one's empty now. That's good. So the drone can stop putting the waste rock there.
Electrostatic dust storm approaching.
Okay. They blew up. Oh, I forgot that it costs polymer, but polymer is meaningless at this point. What else is broken? Oh, that's broken, yeah, never. As long as the renegades keep blowing up their apartments, I don't care, because I still only lose half the resources. Or apparently I lost all the resources. That's interesting and new. But it's 6 polymer, which I have plenty of, and it's 20 concrete, which I produce plenty of, so I don't really care about it at all. Okay, the next story bit of the last war mystery just appeared. Let's see what it is.
There seems to be little time to stop the war from reaching a point of no return.
Okay, apparently I can send some resources now to Earth. I don't know what it is. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that it would come all at the same time. But this looks like a challenge. 100 rare metals I do have. 200 food I do have. 200 machine parts I do not have. Same for the electronics. 400 metal. In theory. Kind of wondering where it would be smart to park them. But I think, I'm not entirely certain, landing the refugees should reduce war tension by 20%. Sending each of those rockets should reduce it by 30%. So all I have to do is send 2 rockets, which could be the food rocket and the rare metal rocket. And then I should actually be good. So the mystery is actually about to conclude. Okay, the next technology was also just researched. It's gravity engineering, which allows me to build the largest of the domes, the mega dome. That would be in range of both the vistas, but still only one spire. Very certain it can reach these. No, it can't. No, so wrong. Can't reach those 2 vistas. Nice. Probably the mega trigon domes that can. Yeah, there. Trigon domes have a larger zone of influence. Building a megadome is actually a milestone, I believe. Construct a megadome. I'm also close to having 500 colonists if I land this rocket. And building a megadome is also, if I'm not mistaken, the last of the sponsor goals. Rocket still has 55 hours left. This empath shouldn't live in this dome for a moment. You are the last of the living saints. You're an empath. So, this dome's not laser defense or a meteor defense system lasered yet. I'm not going to care about this dome because last time it was hit by, I don't remember, a missile or a meteor, but the damage was only just in polymer, and yeah, polymer doesn't really matter. I could place one here, but that wouldn't cover. Probably going to place one somewhere here, so it covers the space elevator and the rare metal extraction. So this dome should also be covered. So if I do it like this, like those, we should be fine. Doesn't cover for up here and the missiles hit that. Doesn't cover over here and the missiles did hit very precisely those buildings. However, meteors don't do them. It's only the missiles, so we should be fine. Okay, I'm going to turn off some stuff, some buildings now. I'm not producing any drones right now, so I don't care. I'm going to turn off all of the moisture evaporators. I'm going to turn off all of the Moxies I have. There's another Moxie that needs to be upgraded. Those two need to be upgraded. This can be turned off. Put all the scrubber ship online so we can cover for the electrostatic dust storm. And since this is finished now, I can send over all the rare trade colonists. And I'm going to land this rocket now, because if I don't, I can't during a dust storm. So that is actually something I need to do right now. I didn't mean to press spacebar, but the rocket is landing. So that was very close. They would have died in orbit. Oh, unfortunately I didn't. I rotated them, but I didn't change the building layout. Boring. Nope. Nope. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, so that was kind of close. This dome needs a farm for sure, so to produce food for those two domes over here, like this. There is a lot of food. I can pick it up with this, with drones from this commander, but I need another drone hub over here, and now it's now you can see the areas. Makes sense to just place it here, I guess. You are coming back. The transport's coming back, and it's bringing electronics. I think it's enough electronics, actually, to build all the stuff that it just set up. Yeah, that was like really close. Well, we got another empath. You don't hear me not complaining.
New colonists have arrived.
500 colonists. And the rocket's going. And we have a leak. Not sure why there is no wealth here. That is something I completely forgot about. Okay, missing more electronics to build this this drone up. That's kind of annoying because the scrubber isn't running. I didn't pay attention on the connections, but I can just like cable like this. It doesn't cost me anything right now, so that's fine. I do need food here and service buildings. I also need concrete and polymer to build those. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a food depot. Okay, so I'm going to bring one electronic and food, and then put it into this deposit, and I'm fairly certain that the colonists can walk into this dome and then eat from this food depot. However, the people who are currently suffering from food shortage are not the ones that should be live here anyways. You're a senior, you can go back to your senior dome. You're some random botanist, and you're actually scientist. You should live in this dome. And you're a genius. I don't care where you live. You can just stay there. I care about you, to be honest. This one I care about. Another empath. Another leak. Again this pipe. I'm turning it off. Goodbye. I don't know what your problem is. I do have enough water and oxygen stored right now. Yeah, there's a lot of homeless people here. Oh, that's a mistake. Oh, okay, I was lucky. I was about to say classic electrostatic dust storm, but it only destroyed the fuel here. I don't know how much I lost. Not too much, I guess. Another leak. Not going to turn this off, going to turn this off. Turning it off won't do anything, because this one's connected anyway. Now I need to be a bit careful, because there's water stored in this one, but this one is turned off and broken. Oxygen is low. The leaks are actually becoming a problem. Okay, so we do have food here now. Yeah, I need concrete now to build the remaining apartments and also this farm. And I need to build services because those people in the dome, they're running low on comfort because they can't do what they want to do. I do have some metal left here that's actually quite good. Yeah, can be stored here. And then I can build, what I should build is quite apparently services, as I already said. Okay, I need a grocer and I need a diner. And I need definitely the security station here. Higher chance of those people becoming renegades. Need all the services, another grocer and a diner and maybe a second security station. Don't know yet. Another security station here. Infirmary. I should consider that there will be a lot of geologists here, so they want to do a lot of drinking. They're probably going to build more space bars than usually, and another diner here and another grocer like so, and then I'm going to build some gardens. Okay, those are all the services that I want to build in here, and the last free space is going to be the open air gym. So I need 4, 6, 10, 16 polymer. The RC transport almost here. And what I should also consider is I placed this concrete deposit down here so that if the idiots break one of the buildings in those domes, so I think they're in this dome, right? Yeah, the idiots are in this dome. So, and if they break any of these buildings, then the drones can easily repair it. However, I think that this dome should have the sanatorium, and it's going to get the sanatorium because sanatorium needs polymer maintenance. Should be close enough to the polymer factory. And I can have the idiots in here as long as all the buildings that are in here are operated only by specialists. And then they can be in this dome and maybe work in this dome or this dome. Then that's fine. However, then the concrete should be like close to here. And long story short is that I should place the concrete depot maybe here, so that the drones from this drone hub can access them, and the drones from this drone hub can store some concrete here, because this drone hub does not currently have access to a deposit or a depot. Another leak. Okay, that's becoming more and more of an issue.
A colonist has died.
Why? That was unfortunate. Don't even know why you're running outside of the dome. What? Oh, they were using the passage and got killed. Okay, that's pretty unfortunate. Can a drone repair this actually? Why is no one working on this? Oh, okay, it's fixed. Okay, it's fixed. But I'm fairly certain, yeah, we do no longer have enough water and oxygen. I feared this might happen, but I do have a backup plan. At least, I hope so. Okay, there was another leak over here, but it's gone now. That's why the numbers said I don't have enough oxygen and water. Now I do have enough water, but not enough oxygen. I still have a backup plan. There's a story bit. Okay, so there's nothing I can do about this story bit anyway, so I can just click it. 5 colonists are going to die, and I can choose to do not have a sponsor research for 5 souls, or to discover the culprit and do not have sponsor research for 15 souls, judging from my current science output and what's from sponsoring. I can afford it. I just don't know if it's worth it. Okay, so picking this the other option here will give me the chance to maybe destroy a rival colony, and I'm actually on board with that.
A colonist has died.
They just killed 5 of my colonists. Where was I? Yes, the backup plan. I do not have enough oxygen. I do have almost not enough water. But I do have an idea how I can fix this. However, I'm going to end this episode for now. So see you next time, when I'm not only going to fix this problem, but also very likely going to end the mystery. Because if I fill 2 of those rockets, then the mystery should end.